Paulo Coelho's The Alchemist is one of the best-selling books in history, having sold over 65 million copies in 56 languages. Paulo Coelho's enchanting novel in the eclectic magical realism category is stunning in many ways. The writing style is simple, but it contains strong emotions, complex characters, plot twists, and inspiring lessons. Paulo Coelho is a Brazilian novelist known for using a lot of symbolism in his depictions of his characters' often spiritually motivated journeys. The Alchemist teaches us some very important life lessons. In this video, I'll provide you with a summary of the book and the crucial life lessons it teaches us. Let's get started. The Alchemist is a story about a young man named Santiago. Santiago is an Andalusian shepherd who lives a simple but happy life. However, his fate is set in motion when he has a recurring dream about a great treasure hidden at the base of the Egyptian pyramids. Santiago decides to sell his flock and go on a journey to find the treasure. On his quest for the treasure, he encounters an elderly king named Melchizedek, also known as the King of Salem. Melchizedek appears to those who are seeking their deepest lifelong goal, their personal legend. Santiago faces many challenges and setbacks during his journey. He gets robbed and is taken prisoner by a warring tribe, but that doesn't stop him from seeking the treasure. At the end of his journey, Santiago reaches the pyramids and digs for the treasure, only to find out the treasure was buried back at home in Andalusia, by the tree where he first had his dream. However, Santiago wasn't defeated, spending all this time looking for the treasure, because he discovered that the real treasure wasn't gold or jewels, but the wisdom he gained throughout his journey. Now you know the inspiring story of Santiago. Let's get into the most important takeaways from this book. Takeaway number 1. Follow your heart's desires. Listen to your heart and follow your soul's desires. This is the only way to achieve your goals and live the life you've always dreamed of. The book illustrates that your heart is God's language, and no matter what obstacles or fears you face, if you follow your heart, you'll always learn a lesson and be one step closer to what your soul desires. Nowadays, it can be quite difficult to know what your heart desires, because there are so many distractions that can lead you on a different path. That's why it's important to distance yourself from all the noise and check in with yourself from time to time to make sure you are living the life you truly desire. And remember, no matter how hard you try to distract yourself, you will never be able to escape what your heart and soul desire. Alchemy is an ancient branch of natural philosophy, and it can be described as the art of studying materials and transforming them through a mysterious process. For example, alchemists would aim to transform base metals such as lead into gold. Just like this transformational process, we can all be the alchemists of our own lives by creating our dream lives. It's nothing short of magic to build your dream life from the ground up, based on what was previously only a mental image. Takeaway number 2. The most significant roadblock in your life is your fear of failure. Fear of pursuing your dreams is far worse than any other form of suffering. If you let your fear of failure prevent you from going out there and taking risks, you will never reach your true purpose in life. Keep in mind that every setback is in fact an opportunity to learn, paving the way to your success. So change your mindset and be grateful when you face a setback, because this only means that you are getting closer to your goal. The secret of life is to fall 7 times and get up 8, because the 8th time could be the charm for you. Santiago faced many challenges throughout his journey. He got robbed, was taken prisoner, and was faced with difficult choices. But nevertheless, he went on and pursued his journey and learned great life lessons through every setback. Takeaway number 3. Look for the extraordinary in the mundane. Next time you start your day with a nice cup of coffee, smell the beautiful aroma and look at the deep color of the liquid. Think about how this coffee came to be, starting from the growth of a coffee bean. Take notice of the small things in your environment and pay attention to the details. Gratitude for the little stuff grounds you and brings you into the present moment. If each day seems to be the same and you have found yourself in a bit of a slur, you can break the monotony by noticing all the good things that are happening to you, all the beauty that surrounds you. You'll find and feel the silver lining if you look for it. And by paying extra attention, I can assure you that you will enjoy that cup of coffee much more. Takeaway number 4. Maktub. It is written. The Alchemist teaches us that everything happens for a reason, and all of our actions are fated, so there is no need to worry about difficult decisions or future events. During his journey, Santiago met a girl whom he fell in love with. Her name was Fatima. Santiago faced the difficult decision to continue his quest, to find the treasure, or to stay with his love Fatima and build a life together. Fatima convinces Santiago to continue his journey because she believes that if she and Santiago are meant to be together, he will return to her. Fatima doesn't worry about Santiago leaving her because she trusts that what is written will come to pass. If Santiago does not return, it is because their love was not intended to be eternal and true. Takeaway number 5. The ripple effect. The ripple effect means that everything around you improves when you strive to be the absolute best version of yourself. Smiles, love, and happiness can be caught in the same way that when one person yawns, another person catches it and yawns as well. If you adopt an optimistic attitude, you'll notice a positive change in yourself and everyone around you. I experienced the ripple effect first-handed when I started on my own personal development journey. I noticed that when I began to speak more positively around my friends, they were inclined to speak in a positive way as well, and less inclined to gossip or bring up negative actualities in our conversations. Takeaway number 6. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is the practice of finding the good in each day. By being grateful and having an optimistic attitude, you will shift your focus to the positive things in your life and not dwell so much on the negative. Psychologists find that over time, feeling grateful boosts happiness and fosters both physical and psychological health. Studies show that practicing gratitude curbs the use of words that express negative emotions and shifts inner attention away from negative emotions such as resentment and envy. Gratitude doesn't only mean being thankful for your blessings. You should also be thankful for the challenges in your life, since those moments will shape who you become. Takeaway number 7. Stay in the present. Because I don't live in either my past or my future, the camel driver tells Santiago, I'm only concerned with the present. You'll be a happy man if you can concentrate on the present. During his journey, Santiago met a camel driver who taught him the wise lesson to focus on the present rather than the past or future, because all our regrets are about past events and our worries about the future. But in fact, all we have is the present moment, so we should bring our focus to this moment to fully enjoy it. Many of us, including myself, get caught up in the pursuit of a goal. If only I could make enough money to, if only I could just be more. This way of thinking is useless because it brings our attention away from the present moment. We're fooling ourselves if we think we're unsatisfied right now. We're postponing gratification to a point where it might never arrive. This brings us to the final takeaway. The journey is more important than the destination. It can be empowering to set goals and then smash them. But what isn't helpful to us is if we don't allow ourselves to enjoy the journey towards those goals. We can and should be proud of what we've accomplished, have a clear vision for the future, and strive to improve constantly. But don't fall into the trap of punishing yourself for not being where you want to be right now. It will come, and it is a vital part of the journey you're on right now. And just like Santiago, your journey towards your goal will be much more important than the destination. You may too find that the treasure was not in the destination, but in the lessons you learned along the way. Well, that ends our video for now. What are your thoughts on this book? Would you give it a read? Let me know in the comment section below. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more videos on best-selling personal development books. See you in the next one.